What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, I only got one book today, and it's the only book to me that matters, Red Hood and the Outlaw, the second annual. And to at least some people's views, this is the second annual following an actual annual process. The first annual came out after 13 issues, and, we're on issue 25. And this is the second annual. So, yeah. And, this is a little bit of an epilogue, little bit of a slowdown after the action we got in issue 25. The Red Hood, the Outlaws, the new Rebirth Outlaws have been separated, and we go back to a little bit of the basics with the new 52 Outlaws facing the Sisters of Susie Sue, who was a major player in the new 52 Red Hood and the Outlaws. So I really enjoyed this book, but let's get to it. We see that we just see like this. Jason is, he's recovering basically after the beatdown he got from Batman last issue. He's thinking about, I've been beat to death with a crowbar. Even that didn't hurt as I hurt bad now. So you might think I'd be gunning for revenge. Truth is, I settle for functionality. So he's been heavily injured and he's trying to regain his aim. He's trying to regain his form, and it seems to not be working out at the moment. But we see that his pal Arsenal right here, he's like saying Roy's the closest thing I had to a friend, and he's trying to help him out. And it's like saying, "Hand me my gun," and Arsenal's like, "Can't do that, man. You're still heavily injured." And Jason's like, "I'm fine. I appreciate your help, Roy, but I don't need it." And Roy's like, "Oh yeah, you seem to have needed it when I pulled Batman off of you. You're lucky Batman didn't knock your head clean off." And he's like, "Look, man," and he's even like, "Too soon? Way." So this is this was the former headquarters of the new 52 Red Hood and the Outlaws, which I've had the pleasure of, just going through just to get my lore good. It's a Tamaranian ship that Starfire had crashed in, where she had previously lost her memory as part of the new 52 reboot, and so on and so forth. But they're just talking about how the ship is too functional, how they're surprised the ship is functional, and everything like that. And pretty much like this, Jason's like, "Look, I appreciate your help, but I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to do it one step at a time. If you don't like it, fluff off." It's like, "Oh, it's so sensitive, and yet G-rated." Just see. "Do you mind if I get back to my super top secret project that I can't even tell you about? This being the same secret project you can't even tell me about that you've mentioned every day for the last 3 weeks." And then they're just playing around. The next time I'm left for dead, leave me for dead. So uh, Jason's like pretty much like saying, I've been trying to get my mind of what happened. It's like saying that, yeah, Roy's an idiot, but his heart's in the right place. This is the first time in a month that he's been able to stand and walk around. And it's like, he used to know this place like the back of my hand. Omni Monitoring Station, where I learned Roy was held hostage in Quark that time. Probably impossible. The place still remembers me. And then we just see the place does remember him. And we get Starfire. And, it's kind of good to see the new 52 gang together. And she's like Princess Coriander, the first lady of the Outlaws. And we just see Jason's like, "Zal be praised. It's been too long. Say good morning, Princess. I didn't think you were here." "I'm not. This is a holographic interactive pre-recording triggered by your arrival of your signature biorhythms." It's like, "Of course it is." And she's like saying, "I'm sorry, I'm not there to help you with whatever problem brings you home, Jason. But you should always feel like you are among family." And Jason's like, "Yeah, because I'm so good at families." Still broken up with the loss of Bizarre and Artemis. So we see that Roy has been talking with Killer Croc, and it's been mentioned a couple issues past in the Red Hood and the Outlaws that they've been sponsoring, that Killer Croc's been talking to Roy, trying to keep him on the straight and narrow, making sure he's not drinking, getting back to drugs. It's a very good it's a very good way to do it. And he's like, "I can't believe we scored a real time sit down with one of Belle Reeve's most notorious inmates. I suppose I should shoot Amanda a thank you letter for allowing this one off." And it's like, she'll get her pound of flesh someday. That's what Walter does. It's like, "I want to be able to help my friend. I just can't figure out how to do it." It's like, "I hear you. I got a friend who can't pull his own head out of his butt either." "Jesse, tell me this. Why do you think you're in any position to help someone else when your own life is turning to crap. So they say see Titans issues 20 to 22, and you know that basically it didn't work out between him and Donna Troy. That whole uh, issue with Cheshire might have been the drugs that he kind of took again. It's kind of sad to see him spiraling out. It's like always with the truth problems, but yeah, I don't have a good answer to that. Sure you do. Maybe it's time you went back to rehab. I might know a place. It's like, sounds great. Give him a call. So it's like, I'm right in the middle of something here. Let me just finish and I'll promise I'll go. The first live and at it, kid. Life always starts tomorrow. Oh, dang, that's deep. Just say, hey, Waylon, you're such a great sponsor. You know that? How did I get so lucky? You changed my life. You just see, I don't recall luck having to do with it, Roy, and I didn't change nothing. It was all you. Talk soon. In the meantime, kid, work the program. And you know, it's kind of like, thank you for being there wherever you are. Maybe the only good thing I've ever done in my life. It's been an honor. Dang. Killer Croc has been deep in the Red Hood and the Outlaw books, man. And you know, Roy says a little prayer to get himself, and this is probably the rehab place, the same place where Wally's at, actually. So it says a little prayer, you know, to accept the things things I cannot change, and the courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So Jason is still missing Artemis and Bizarre, and he's trying to use the computer to locate them again and again and again. So we see that Jason's up, about, and he is in fantastic health. I really like this. You can see a little bit of the Dick Grayson thing here with the whole gymnastics things, and he's like saying, yes, I miss them. Bizarro taught me how to be. Artemis made me want to be better. Jesse, I don't care what the computer said. We'll be together again someday. Jesse, welcome back to the land of the living. Yeah, a few years too late with that spectacular salutation. But I appreciate the sentiment. And so he gets ready to go. It's like, I take it you're ready to get back to work? I thought you'd never ask. Again. So they're ready. They're suited up. And they're ready to do some Red Hood and Arsenal-ish. So they're flying. And you know, Jason apologizes for like not being the greatest best friend that he could possibly have been. And you know, Roy's like, look, man, I faceplanted off the wagon ever since, you know, like we broke up the team. And said, I wanted to call you. I guess I thought I'd let you down. Because, you know, he was reverting back. But Jason's like, yo, bro, we're cool. You're the bravest dude I know. Anyone can get knocked down. You're the one who keeps getting back up. And you just see them toast to getting back up, and they have some sodas. That's some bro stuff right there. So they're in Beijing, China. And Roy's like saying, I've been doing a lot of research on something called the Underlife. As near as I can tell, it's an umbrella consortium of sorts. The Yakuza, the Mafia, cartels, intergang, pretty much anybody doing anything large-scale and bad in groups of more than two, has agreed to play by certain rules. It's impressive in its scope. Sick, I'm just shocked you looked up the word consortium and used it in a sentence. But why here? Why now? Why us? Because I tracked a shipment of bad opioids that caused 300 people in the States to be hospitalized last week. Guess who's responsible? I was going to say my old dance partner, Susie Sue, but maybe not. And of course, Susie Sue was a big player, big drug dealer gangster in the New 52. I mean, she was, you know, fat, but it seems like she's in the hospital right now. So you just see, remember the time we stopped her from killing everyone in that children's hospital? When I learned she was here, I assumed she was using this place as cover. If that's the case, you really have to admire her commitment. So they're going through the stuff. They're trying to figure out, well, she's in critical condition, how she's shipping out the opioids. And they're all like saying, well, she couldn't have been behind it, but not without help. She was never about delegating. That's why she was always on the outs with her family, blood or crime, both. And we just see these chicks in the elevator, just like this. Hold the elevator. And it's about to go down right here. It's like, you have my hood in your bag, right? Hand it to me. Sure thing, buddy. And you just say, does anyone smell gun oil? Is that just me? And we get ready to rumble. Ping. Boom. Everybody's got in. Everybody's got they got their weapons. They've got their pieces, and they're getting ready to throw down right now. So we are the sisters of Susie Sue. Prepare for your imminent death. Just see, I heard someone shout "Sisters of Susie Sue" with a straight face. I can die a happy man. So a little bit of humor. We got a little bit of fighting. So it's like, this is Night. I'm Blank. Candy. Anastasia. It's like, okay, well, I'm Red Hood. That's Arsenal. Former introductions. Is that like a cultural thing? No, it's just a polite thing. Our father didn't raise a bunch of savages, so the jury's still kind of out on that one, right? You just see Americans are so judgmental, so they're just fighting, giving that good banter, taking down stuff like that, and then we just see Jason's like, look, walk while you're still standing, and Arsenal's like, dude, she's like 14, it's like 16, so we just see, but I'm a Sue. I don't understand. Susie told me her family hated her, so. So why do you take a beat down for your black sheep? Seriously? Say, we're sisters, which means we'll fight to death for each other, no matter how mad we might be at her. And I'm not so worried about a beat down by some lame American boys. Lame? It's like, totally. We're not trying to hurt you. Then you're doing great. Just see. Come on, sisters, let's end this. And then we just see, it's like, I know you hate this. It's like, don't, but I have to. Don't, as in do not, I must. It's like saying fine. So, explosive arrow, boom, they get hit it out right there. And we just see them looking up in the sky, and Roy's got his helicopter arrow. You just see, have I told you lately how much I hate the propeller arrow? It's like, next time I'll create a shovel Red Hood off the sidewalk arrow. So, anyway, they get back down. It's like, tell us who sent the bad shipment. We aren't going to ask again. Just see, we'll compromise and carve it into your corpses. Good one. And then we just see someone say enough. And we just see this big Susie Sue right here. Just see, listen up, folks. The only one who's going to beat the crap out of my worthless sibling is going to be me. So there's all that sisterly love right there. And just see, aw. They say you can't pick your family. Just see, the girl's alright, Susie. We can always beat you up later. For what? That stupid shipment? Yeah, I heard about it. But that was that whole thing was a setup. It's like, by whom? Someone in the underlife, an American. It's like, which sucks, because the whole point of being in the group is carving out territories, respecting boundaries. So we just see them like, oh, yeah, well, don't do it again. Yeah, what he said. And a little child is dead, and we're done. So they're back in the States, driving, pull off in the road, and basically, that's where Roy mentions, like, there's a place I heard about, rehab for capes, sort of, which is where Wally is, as I mentioned before. I say, I think I need to give it a shot. Just see, no bigs. I'll track down the leads. You can catch up when you can. And then Roy says some deep stuff like this, like, you called me brave, but the truth is, I drink because I'm scared. Sometimes I'm scared because I think I'm going to die. Most times I'm scared I'll wake up and have a whole new day to prove to the world I'm a failure. I know you're also going through a lot right now. Maybe you want to come too. What do you think? So he's inviting Jason to come to this place for rehab. And he's like, I think rehab's for quitters. So he's like, and then, they just laugh. It's like, oh God, you're such a Dick Grayson. That's what he's like, you should have seen your face. It's like, if you ever wonder why everyone hates you, don't. It's like, my family at least had to put up with me. But you're the idiot who chose me to be your best friend. See? So I so need therapy. So, they hug. They're bros for life. They're bros. Jesse, I'll see you soon, Jaybird. Count on it, buddy. And Godspeed, Roy. The end. But we got a little bit of an epilogue from what happened in the last issue. This is exactly what happened when she threw Jason out. It's like, her name is Artemis Grace. She's been a warrior, a mercenary, an outlaw. And right now she's very lost. So, basically they wake up, and we just see, I'm not digging this look for Bizarro, but hey, anyway, they wake up, and, he wanted to say sorry. It's like, me didn't want to pull you into the big door. Bizarro did not want to ship to smash to Gotham, so we know why he did it. It's like, and, Artemis is just happy to have her pseudo-son back. Let's see. So anyway, they wake up, and I say, do you have any idea where we are? Someplace not nice. But good news, the doorway can still take us back, and the doorway gets destroyed. And you just see, read her, what am I looking at? Can't say for sure. And then we see this is the Hall of Justice. The Hall of Punishment now. And it seems they're in an alternate reality. But I'm very much hoping this is an alternate reality. Me agree, me guess. So that's the end of that. And next we see Red Hood. Outlaw. Singular. He's on his own now. So, this was, this is just a laid-back issue. Give it a good 8.5 out of 10. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm glad to see that Artemis and Bizarro will hopefully return. Jason is looking for them. And it was also good to see callbacks to the old New 52, seeing Starfire, seeing Roy. My guess is that they will one day be combined into a 5-man team. Because they're all badass. But yeah, 8 over 10. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank y'all for watching. And maybe I'll have some more videos up when I can.